talk about the new tradition of carrying the seniors up the field?
It's just something that I've always done, and it's really for the last practice of the last home game. And just kind of a recognition, just to say thank you, and how important they've been to this program, and we thank them today for the commitment they've had, not just since last December, but for the 5, 6, 3, 4 years that these guys have been here, and they're a special group of guys. So it's just a way to kind of recognize them, and it's obviously we intend on having bow practice and all those things. So it's not the last practice, but the last practice before the last home game is kind of the tradition that we want to try to get started.
Morale seems pretty high.
Yeah,
especially with
our guys have been
like
that all year long. Our guys have not they haven't wavered. They've given us everything they've got, we just got to do a better job putting them in position to win. And I think that these guys, I know how much it means to them. And I just kind of remember when I was a senior, and man, I was a lot more emotional about that last game, that last home game, than what I even told my teammates and stuff. So we just talked a lot about that. I want those guys to know that, how much they're appreciated. So I thank them on behalf of the fans and the students and coaching staff and everybody, because I just think that's important. And then we'll give them an opportunity. One of the things that we'll do next week, we'll always do before the Arizona game, is the last regular season game, is we give them an opportunity to talk to the team and speak to their teammates. So,
that interception by Chris Young emblematic of his growth as a full-service player?
That's pretty good interception. Yeah, he's done a good job. He's gotten better. He's just got to continue to grow and get better. He's done a good job, though.
But, he's obviously fits what you're looking for in that position really well. Can you just talk about that part of it?
Yeah, I've seen him on film, and he's tailor-made for that spur position, and really even the will. An outside backer is what that position is, and that's what he's made for, blitzing off the edge and those things. And, he's going to be obviously we've got another year with him, and we've got to get him stronger. He's never really trained. So he's only just beginning. He's going to get a lot better. He's gotten better every week.
You mentioned emotions on senior day. Brandon McGee said he's not going to shy away from them. He's going to embrace them. Do you encourage that?
Yeah, I don't know. This game, means a lot to me. And maybe I might be a little different. And I think guys like Brandon are. Is that, man, I love this game. I love playing it. And Brandon, you can tell you can't play the game with that kind of passion and not love this game. And so it is an emotional deal. My pastor always tells me, Coach, football's not who you are; it's just what you do. And I have no idea what he's talking about. So that's kind of where Brandon is too. I think that this means a lot. And you think of the investment that these guys. I love the quote that he had. I can't remember the deal Mark sent me, that he said, I'm leaving here a better person. And that's pretty special. That's what getting an education is all about.
Speaking of Brandon, he just said that he's played every snap since the Missouri game. Is that true?
Yep.
Really? Wow.
Yep. Other than, I tell you what's been amazing is you take guys like Jackson Hood and even Will. Before Will got hurt, he played every snap as a 290-pound defensive lineman. Mm-hmm. And then you got a freshman at nose tackle that plays almost every snap. Guys playing 70-plus plays a game. So these guys have done pretty good. We just got to, one of the things when I came here, we had 50-plus scholarships on offense and only 35 on defense. And that's where it's real. That's why we just have so much, lack of depth, and we got to get that balanced out. And you got it's a challenge to do that. It didn't do that real quickly. Mm-hmm. So that's been tough, I tell you. And he won't come out.
Mm-hmm. And that's affected special teams too, right?
Yeah, he also wants to play special teams. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think that's affected. Obviously, special teams. Most of your defensive guys are special teams guys, and so that's been an issue there too. So.
Just one last thing about a senior. Cameron Marshall had high hopes, obviously, with this coming into the season. He had a chance to break some records, and for maybe different reasons, he may not be able to do that. Just how's his attitude been throughout
all that?
It's
been great. It's one of the things that that I've been thoroughly impressed with, because obviously coming in, he had a couple of guys come in here like DJ and Marion that are really, really talented. So that was a crowded backfield, and as our growth schematically and fundamentally, we have had success. We've scored a lot of points offensively and done some good things. The thing I respect so much about him, it's never been about that. He wants the ball. He's a very competitive, but the guy will block his tail end off. He's a consummate team player, and he exemplifies what being a Sun Devil's all about, and that's being unselfish. So many times, nowadays it's all about me. It's all about me getting the ball and all that, and Cam Marshall's not been about that, and I've been very impressed with that. He's also been one of the guy that's been the catalyst. Him and Brandon, I think, for a very radical change. They were the guys that, when no one else is around, they're saying, hey, these guys, you need to listen to these guys. You need to do what they're asking you to do, and I'll be always grateful to him for that.